Hi, I'm Cheyenne. I am from Springfield, Missouri. I live here. My son Landon is 10 years old and he has a pre existing condition. He was diagnosed in October of 2016 with severe aplastic anemia, and he has had to have a bone marrow transplant for that condition. Um, when he was diagnosed, he got sick and we took him to the urgent care. We thought that he had some kind of stomach bug, but it was a Thursday evening and we didn't want to wait until morning, so we took him in and they transferred him from the urgent care straight to the ER, and from the ER they rushed him to Children's Hospital in Kansas City. And he was admitted there that night to the pediatric ICU, and we were told within a matter of hours that we had to talk to a pediatric oncologist in the morning once he was stabilized. Aplastic anemia is it's an autoimmune disease, and so your body is attacking itself, and so this immune suppression therapy would work by confusing your body into fixing the problem, or we could go to bone marrow transplant, and we decided to just go straight into a bone marrow transplant. He was a good candidate, and it was a cure, not a treatment, and he had a good match. He had an unrelated donor, but he had a really good match, and they told us that the immune treatment only worked about a third of the time. So we didn't want to risk it. We just wanted to go with the option that was going to give him the best chance. But because of having to go through chemotherapy and a bone marrow transplant, he will have a pre-existing condition for the rest of his life. If he didn't have insurance at all, I can only imagine what those bills would look like. I can only imagine what those prescriptions would look like, and I know that we couldn't afford it because it's hard enough to afford with the insurance that we have. So it's scary, and it's scary for his future and what his future would look like, because we're really lucky and he doesn't have to worry about those things yet. But what about when he's 18, 19, 20? If we take away protections for pre-existing conditions, are we going to take away our ability to help him with insurance when he is a very young adult? Are we, and even if he has those protections when he's 26, and he has to worry about paying for those things. And so it's incredibly scary at what attacks will be next, but it also makes me sad that because I feel like people don't realize they can't. It's so hard to put a face to, and it's so hard because people want to say, and I hear all the time that, well, they're sick, they should have to pay more. Well, they're sick. What did they do wrong? What did they do to get that? And I look at my child and so many other kids, because I've spent a lot of time in a children's hospital, and they don't do anything. They're babies. Even mine, he's my baby. Knowing what Senator McCaskill is doing for my family, because it's very personal, and for everyone else in the state of Missouri and everyone else in the country, it's a relief. There are no words for the amount of gratitude that I have, because I know that no matter what we're going through, there is still someone who is fighting, that is still looking out for my kids, for my family, for the future, and for what that's going to look like.